So, incorporating playwriting, directing, and vocal technique, because I tend to go into a higher register on stage, and I wanted to really use my own voice. That is what I do. My colorful mind has recently been thinking about life. And I've decided life is a lot like those watercolor paints we use in our elementary art classes, with each color being the emotions we draw on. So blue is sad, red is anger, yellow is happy, black is... Okay, you get the point. Every person is really a painting, each life a walking art piece, making every living soul an artist. A few artists are those standard 8-color sets. Normal colors, normal people. And they bring a graceful simplicity to life. There are 16s and some 24s that color outside the lines occasionally, but mostly like to keep themselves neat. But what I'm looking for are those bigger sets. 45s like me are more complicated. True, we're muddied, messier to work with, and our pure whites are ruined as soon as painting begins, leaving darker, duller grays that we have to use carefully or paint around. But 45s like me have way more colors at our disposal, like plum and salmon. Problem is, I can't see any other 45s. Maybe they're hidden too, underneath the generic, hardened, painted-on armor that they've used to conceal further injury. Maybe they're just like me. And maybe if we could see each other, really see each other, then we could all peel off our masks and just be who we are. Because when you go through life conversing with only 8s, it can be really frustrating because you hopefully whisper, hello, atomic tangerine, and they're like, oh yeah, totes, but orange. And then they go to their orange thing with all the other 8-color oranges, and you're just left there like, no, I like orange, orange is cool, I have nothing wrong with orange, but I need atomic tangerine. Only problem with having so many colors at your disposal is you get really good at painting over the spatters in life. Invisible scars that you paint coral are perceived as red, and then you come across different than you intended to be viewed. See, people can't ever truly know who you are. Some are limited by the palettes they know, and some are completely colorblind to it, which can leave room for a lot of misinterpretation. Heavy canvases that you hold on display to conceal the scratches of life confuse the viewer's eye the way an unusual painting hanging in some foreign pawn shop would. Ask any artist and they will tell you how surprised they were by what others see in their work. The patron feeds off of red, not rose madder, green, not avocado, and purple, not eggplant, leaving the artist painted in a different light, simplifying what they have to say and the complexities of who they are. The person I am, the person I've tried to become, has been changed by every person I've ever met. The girl whose laughter was as pink as her ribbons. The brother who has dyed his family marine blue, leaving heavy specks of worry on her shoulders. The parent who traded his 3 kids for an empty house and a bottle that turned to rust. You can't usually see these scars, but everyone has them. Our skin etched with the invisible layers and painted over scar tissue of every name we've ever been called. Every compliment, every heartbreak. You can't see them on others, but when you look in the mirror, you can see the unkindness of every name you've ever been called. Anorexic. Just for being naturally thin. itchy, for being cautious and guarded, toxic, for being honest and open. And when an artist is constantly misinterpreted and scrutinized, their passion wilts and they don't want to paint anymore. They don't want to have to explain themselves. They just want someone, anyone, to see and accept all their ugliness and all of their beauty with compassion. Painting in generic is no fun, but sometimes it's easier to cover yourself up with it. I like black, because being dark and hidden is easier than the neon you really are. And when all that purity has been muddied by the grays and browns by life, and all of that color of gold, fuchsia, and chartreuse has crumbled up and dried away, there's nothing left but that inky, dismal lie that protects you. Look at me. Actually, look at me. Forgetting everything you think you know about who I am, because I know better. And I am telling you, I am kind, and I am smart, and I am ambitious, and I am caring, and I am happy. And although it's partly my fault, hardly anybody sees anything colorful for me anymore. I've mastered the art of hiding. In my clothes, in my makeup, in who I put on for the world to see every day. Because black is safe, and soft, and easy. See, I think every artist, every person, is riddled in one way or another by the wounds of life. They all carry around the invisible weight of some mark or name we've been given, and they are dull or poor. But if we let these splatters stick, they become layers, and eventually we begin to play the part of who others think we are, until we fit into little 8-color sets. Yet we know how limiting it can be to be dull. So why do we do it to others? We know how difficult it can be, how limiting it can be to be misinterpreted and judged. So we must appreciate others' colors as much as we treasure our own. So, who am I? Who am I? I have asked myself that question a million times. And if I'm not even sure, why does everyone else seem to think they know? Friends, teachers, parents, strangers, enemies, lovers, all think they know who I am. And by doing so, they create layer after layer of this hardened barrier that blots out who I really am and replaces it with this concealed, brooding person that I don't remember becoming. The boy who didn't fight for me. The boy who taught me love. The person I couldn't impress. The teacher who called me a bitch. The tears I've cried in the dark. The smile I faked every day. The walls I don't have the strength to hold up anymore. No more concealment. No more layers. No more hiding. This is the true human form. My cuts stain so that you can see everything that made me who I am. Who I am, standing in front of you, as a colossal disaster, a catastrophe, a masterpiece. I am ugly, but I am beautiful. I am real. I am art. And I am you.